So he had told me the map was 2597, and when I got home, I looked at the box, and it's called the nuvi 57, which is not a big deal. This stands for lifetime maps. If there's a T in there, it has lifetime traffic. I really only wanted lifetime maps. And when they mean lifetime, they mean lifetime. This model is from 2017, and before he bought it, he gave me update, which is nice on his computer. And the reason I like this one is it splits the screen, and when you're on the exit, it'll really show you like the exit name, what it looks like, and everything, which is nice. So there's no guesswork on there, and it comes with basically all the stuff you need. And this is basically it. There's nothing to it. A little memory card slot on this side, a speaker, the little old big ass charge cable, which I'm glad I kept one of those. So now I have two, because he did give me one right here, and then the one like this. But as you can see, it's a nice quality. Nothing to it. And then when you turn it on, it'll say 17 because that's how old it is, and then it'll show you that it's updated. It boots up pretty quick. See, loads maps quick. See, 2020 updated. Agree. And then it's your basic map. And see, the signal will go up. When it's turned on, it'll start at 1 bar. And as you're sitting here, I mean, it's not fast like a cell phone. This is old GPS from 17, so if you give it a second, you'll get some bars. But, and plus I'm inside too. So basically you got apps. You have some apps in here, not very much. You can hook up a backup camera. There's a traffic like cable or something you can get to get live traffic. But you can actually do voice commands like navigation. See? It's pretty nice. That's why I like it. You can hit just basically whatever you want. So you can change it to say whatever you want. You can say poop, and it'll open up everything poop. So I mean, custom phrases is cool. And then you have help. You can actually use this as a phone if you pair your Bluetooth. But my car already has it, so you can like dial a number on here, voice commands. I don't know what SmartLink is. Next to your smartphone, the best thing ever next to your Garmin. I don't even know what the hell that is. Okay, so we have that. It's just not as soft as a smartphone when you press it. Basically, if you're like, oh, where have I been? You know, whatever is typed in your GPS, it'll be here, which is nice. Last spot, you can do like parking, stuff like that. Obviously, you can view the map. If you just want to search, as you can see, the bars keep going up. Usually it stays like 3 or 4 bars of inside. If I'm outside, it's full bars. And that's the main thing. When I went to go buy this, I wanted to make sure that it actually found signal, and it actually said 2020 updates. So if you buy a GPS, meet them outside somewhere and make sure you have signal, and make sure when you turn it on, it's new updated. Because see, look at full bars right there. So a lot of GPS units, people sell them because, you know, they haven't been updated in a while, so they're not going to work properly like the software. So make sure when you buy a GPS, you make sure you get bars, and you make sure it has the current software thing. Settings, that's basically what we got. You can update stuff in here. It's like Garmin Express. It's not as responsive to the touchscreen. You really have to push down it. If you want, it tells you what you need, basically. He was nice enough to update it for me. So, and it's lifetime maps. So this is a 2017, and he updated 2020. So that's cool. So you can set preferences. These are basically just preferences, software, display. You can do color mode, landscape, display timeout, brightness, you know, things of that nature. Yeah, language keyboard. There's not really much to it. It's not like a cell phone, but display. There's a traffic, because this one doesn't obviously have the traffic one in there, but it will show you on the screen, like, obviously your purple and stuff, but I just wanted it because of Bluetooth. I could hear it through my car. It has lifetime map updates, and it has this 3D thing. It splits it. So, like when you're coming to an exit, if you have the 3D thing on here, it'll split your screen like this, and it'll show you like you're on the freeway going to the exit, and you're close to the exit, it'll pop up, which is super nice. That way you don't have to see all these roads and all this stuff. You just, oh, there it is. Simple. So, language and keyboard, time, all that bullcrap, device information. So, You can clear travel history, which I had to do. You can log where you've been. That way it's in there if you're not like computer savvy. It's really simple. You just press a few buttons. And that's basically it. I mean, other than the few apps you can get, if you want to go the more eco route, I don't know what the hell that means, but there's a help button, voice command, smart link, phone. You know, this is for if you connect to Bluetooth, obviously. If you don't have a car or backup camera in your car and you already have a Garmin, you just literally hook up their camera to it. So that's nice. But that's literally it. And it has voice commands. Watch. Navigation. See? Simple. That's crazy. For 25 bucks, I got this. That's incredible. It's got that stupid beanbag mount, which it, for some reason, does not want to lock in there. I don't know how to use it. Like on the beanbag mount, I click on lock and I could just pull this right off. But if worse comes to worse, I could just buy a mount. But everything works perfectly on here. It was a little dirty when I got it. I just wiped it down if you see my McGuire's video. But that's all I have to say is navigation. And then that's basically what it tells you. The battery does not last very long if you're unplugged. You can unplug it. I'm not sure for how long. I'm sure if it was brand new, a couple hours, like, but it's old now. The battery's old, so that's so cool. I was looking for a GPS, but I didn't want to spend it much. I didn't think I was going to get one of the 3D maps and lifetime maps and stuff like that. I was like, okay, I'll just buy a cheap one. Everybody online was asking like 50, 60, 70 bucks or 15 bucks. And then like, it would say like 2009 or some shit. That's how old it was. It was ridiculous. But this guy was really cool. I was like 25 bucks for a Garmin. And all the other ones are like TomTom. Do not buy a TomTom. They're fucking horrible. You will not get service or nothing. They had like Magellan ones, but I knew I wanted Garmin because everyone likes Garmin. So I'm thoroughly pleased with it. I tested on the way home and it was flawless. It gave me a 3D view and everything. So luckily I found this on, I think it was like OfferUp or something. Very, very super cheap. These are discontinued on Amazon, if you're wondering. I believe Walmart still has something that's refurbished. I think they're around 140. So the fact that I got this for 25 bucks is freaking steal. So it weighs nothing. It charges super fast. Don't have to worry about the speaker because I play with it in my car. It's just simple, easy to use. Like, I have a reliable car now. If we want to go, say, I'm in California, so if you want to go somewhere in Oregon or somewhere a long trip, and I don't have cell service or something like, or my phone's dead, and my anchor, it just it's nice to have a backup on top of backup for $25. Like, you can't go wrong with the Garmin GPS, especially like a 5-inch one that has 3D maps and everything on there too. So this is fucking cool. Usually when I talk to everybody that's selling apps, they're a little bit jerks. They're retarded. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So it's like, the thing is stolen. He's like, oh yeah, no, I found the box. He's like, yeah, I'll update it for you and everything. I'm like, oh, cool. So that's what sold me on here. And see, it turns off really quick to save battery. And then if you want to, I think you can touch it. Nope, it's not a smartphone. So if you want to get it back on, you just press that once. And then you have to agree to it again, obviously. But there it is, simple. And it's literally one button. So you just hold that. And it's going to ask you to turn off. But it's from 17. It boots up in like, 15 seconds, which is pretty impressive. So if you want a decent navigation, if you can find these online, here you go. These, if you can find online, are great. I like this thing. I don't really have to use it, but when I do have to use it, it'll be nice to have. Like with these California wildfires that popped up, like that's why I wanted to get this, because if you're driving somewhere and it's on fire and you have to go a different route, or let's say the fucking fire burned down the fucking cell towers and you have no cell service and you need to get the fuck out of there, well, guess what? You have a GPS. I'll have a GPS on me. So gotta be prepared to have a GPS. Always nice to have, because you won't need to use it much, but when you do need to use it, it's priceless. So sorry for the long video. I know it's 9 minutes, but if you're watching to the end, drop a comment.